Welcome in to the Arkansas Sports Network's Hometown Sports Football Preview, proudly presented by Arkansas Tech University, D3 Auto Sales, and by Metcalf Trucking Company. Today we sit down with the head coach of the Prescott Curley Wolves, Brian Glass. This Pigskin Preview is sponsored by First Community Bank.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Arkansas Preseason Football Preview. I'm here with coach of the Prescott Curley Wolves, Coach Glass. Coach, thank you for being here with us today.
Sure.
First of all, I want to talk about some of your returning players that you're obviously returning this year. Maybe some sophomores that are being juniors this year, juniors coming up to be seniors.
Okay. Starts out, our seniors got a strong class. On offense, we've got Bakari Prater, going to be our quarterback. He's committed to Tulsa already.
Okay.
And, he's had a lot of recruitment in the off season.
Is he coming up to be a senior?
He's going to be a senior, and we're excited to have him back there. He's a dual threat guy that can throw it around a little bit, and he's also a great runner. We got Dwayne White, who's also getting some Division I interest out at Split End. He's our wide receiver. He had almost 1,000 yards last year receiving, so he's a good one to have back, and we're expecting big things from him. We also have Spencer Hubbard back. He had about 400 yards receiving last year. He's very sure-handed and does a great job. On check downs, quarterbacks are able to. He seems to find a way to get open. Quarterbacks like to find him and get him the ball over the middle. He just does a great job catching the ball, running routes, and knowing the offense. We picked up a couple of guys in the offseason. Michael Brownlee moved in from Arkadelphia, and he's going to be one of our outside receivers. And also Jamarion Munt from Hope. He's going to be one of our slot receivers. Both those guys have done a really good job for us. In the backfield with Prater, at tailback, we've got KJ Page is our junior running back. He had about 400 yards last year. Great average per carry. I think it was over 12 yards a carry last year. He did an outstanding job. He also played middle linebacker for us. And then Taekwon Box, a senior, he's a tailback. He can also play the slot. Does a great job catching the ball out of the backfield, and also a great open field runner. He led us in kick returns last year, him along with Prater. Both those guys do a great job returning kicks, and we're expecting big things from them. All those guys run really well, and we feel like we're going to be explosive in those spots.
All right, I want to jump over to some of your assistant coaches. A lot of times as head coach, the blame falls on you, whether it's good or bad. Tell us what some of your assistants do, who they are, and what they do behind the scenes that we don't see.
Well, we've got Coach Jason Patrick. He's our assistant head coach and defensive coordinator. He's been here since 2007, does a great job. He's a veteran and knows how to get adjusted within the game and put together a great game plan. Davian Williams has been our offensive coordinator for the last few years. Does a great job with the D-backs, and he's been with us since 2010. So, those guys have been around for a long time. We've also got Taylor Wood, who's the co-defensive coordinator. Taylor went to school at Hope, graduated from Henderson. He's been here for, I think, about 7 years, since 2016, I believe. So, might be going on 8 years. And he does a great job. He also coordinates our junior high defense. We've got Khalid Stewart. He's our running backs coach. Played here. He's an all-stater here in 3 sports, football, track, and basketball. And then we've got Brandon Walker, who's an all-state receiver here. He's now on the staff, coaching receivers and defensive backs. Gavin McCauley is our junior high offensive coordinator and helps with running backs and receivers from the senior high. He's played baseball down at SAU. Was a great player for us here. Jeremy Glass, my nephew, he's offensive line coach for the junior high. Helps with the senior high offensive line as well. Russell Carter's the head junior high coach, and he does a great job. We won the district championship last year, 10-0 with that group. Those guys have moved up to be sophomores this year. We're expecting big things from them. Tony Price has joined the football staff this year. He's our former basketball coach, and he does a great job. He helps us with football and track now. And just, got a great staff. Tim Lowe is one of our guys that helps from the community as a volunteer assistant. And let me see if I've missed anybody. Let's see. I think that covered it.
How hard is it to have those multi-sport athletes?
We do a great job sharing athletes here. Like I said, Coach McCauley's our baseball coach, so in the spring, I'm the track coach. We work together to try not to mess up, scheduling where we got our guys when we need them. Anytime there is a conflict, we work it out between us. And Coach McCauley also, I mentioned he was our junior high offense coordinator. He's also our special teams coordinator for senior high. And then, football season, we're kind of all together.
Oh, yeah.
And then when basketball cranks up, we go to football off season, which leads right into track. And then the basketball guys are playing basketball, and Coach Walker goes over there with them. And he's an assistant basketball coach. So we've got a football coach over there with them there. So, they're kind of around the football staff pretty much year-round, all the kids.
All right. I want to talk about your offensive and defensive schemes a little bit.
Okay.
Tell us what that's like on both sides of the ball, how it's going to change this year from last year, or even if it's going to change at all.
Well, offensively, we're a spread. A lot of times I like to call it a power spread because we will bring in a tight end and a fullback. We haven't done a lot of that the last few years. Could expect a little more this year maybe. We feel really good about our skill guys all over the field. If we can distribute the ball to them and the defense doesn't know who's getting it next, to me, that's a balanced offense. So we try to be as close to 50-50 run and pass, but also not just passing it or handing it to the same guy every time. So it's a deal where we sometimes we say we've got a lot of mouths to feed, and that's a good thing.
I see you got Garden on your schedule over here for homecoming. What is that a game you're looking forward to?
No, that's last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Garden. We're not playing them this year. They decided to go another route because they dropped out of our conference, so they didn't want to do a non-conference game this year.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and go in a little bit more into your schedule for preseason. Tell us what that's looking like, what teams you're playing, and how difficult that preseason is going to be for.
We're scrimmaging Arkadelphia, so it's going to be a great scrimmage. They'll be one of the top-ranked teams in 4A, so that's going to be a great preparation game. We like to play tough competition. We played Little Rock Mills the last 2 years there, and they've been really athletic. So it's going to be that same caliber of athlete that we'll face in the scrimmage. Then we go to Crossett. Crossett 4A, they had a really good team last year. I think they lost some guys, but should be a tough game on the road. Second game of the year, which is week 0, is when we play Crossett. Week 1 is Salem. We're going to meet them at Hendricks College up in Conway. Okay. So it's not the 4-hour drive.
Right.
It's not going to be quite that bad. And we're going to do that 2 years. We're doing it this year and next year. We're excited about that. Salem was 11-0 last year and got upset by Mansfield, I think on the last play of the game, if I remember right. And then we ended up playing Mansfield at home in the semis, where we would have had to travel to Salem if they would have won that game. And then we've got the Highway 67 rivalry, Hope. That's the record. We did a little research last year, and we on the games we can find, it's 41, 41, and 4 right now.
Oh, wow.
So this is kind of the rubber match game this year. So whoever gets the win will take the lead in the series.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've asked every coach this so far. It will be a successful season for the Prescott Curley Wolves if
our guys, the leadership comes through and our guys show up to work every day, it'll be a successful season. We do have the talent and the tools on this team to make for a great season.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate you being here. This has been Arkansas's preseason football preview with Coach Glass. Make sure to find us on Facebook at Arkansas Sports Network and follow us on Instagram at AR Sportsnet, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks again for joining us on the Arkansas Sports Network's Hometown Sports Football Preview. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Arkansas Sports Network on YouTube to catch more previews and all the latest updates on your favorite teams.